is back in a Timberwolves uniform.
A lot of excitement seeing Ricky back in number 9 here in a Timberwolves uniform. Carl, a pat on the back, had his head down. I'm sure heavy thoughts for him and his family right now.
And Towns, he's getting the blocking call as he drives inside, gets the bucket to roll in. Ja Morant, who was fantastic last season for the Memphis Grizzlies. He's got his first points here of this preseason. Morant was a standout player as well in the bubble. The toe injury kept him out for 41 games last season. And the 3-ball by D'Angelo Russell swishes through. Okogie on the attack, finds Malik in the corner, and Beasley rains down the 3.
Think about three-point shooters.
And their pace, Jim. They were 6th in the league in pace last year.
Yeah. Minnesota was 3rd in the NBA in pace, so both teams want to play fast. Ja Morant, such a tragedy from that standpoint. So many loved ones have been lost, but not having loved ones there to hold their hand in the process, just heartbreaking for Carl and his family. He was so joyful and happy to see us, and so great to talk to.
She was effervescent, Jim. Carl Anthony Towns right on.
And so is Carl Sr.
If you are open.
No.
That was a nice interior pass by D'Anthony Melton to set up Gorgie James. And the rebound is pulled down by the Grizzlies.
The fact that he was, so low in turnovers was a reflection of the fact that he didn't really press the issue that much. Nice finish by Rubio.
Be interesting to see how D'Angelo Russell and Ricky Rubio play together. And the Wolves working the offensive glass. They're not Gomez with the bucket. Unlike the Timberwolves, Ricky Rubio did play in the bubble in Orlando. And man, was this Phoenix Suns team amazing in Orlando, running the table in the bubble and just missing out on getting into the postseason. Jaren Jackson with a meniscus injury in July, and he's going to miss some time. They're also waiting on Justice Winslow to return as D'Angelo Russell has another 3. Morant crosses over, gets into the lane, and Ja Morant, that's how he drives most of his offense, by getting into the paint and driving.
Wow, there was a foul there.
Instead, it goes in the books as a turnover. Tyus leading the break and finishing the break in transition is Desmond Bane, the rookie out of TCU. Clark has a groin issue he's dealing with. If this was a regular season game, we might be seeing him, but why take a chance in the preseason? Out of the corner, Kyle Anderson.
Things about, they brought him here obviously because he's got abilities. I like that Anthony Edwards is letting it fly.
And I like that he let it fly and he hit it.
4 shot attempts, made the first one right there. So beautiful thing for that young man.
Morant underneath Valanciunas.
The key for Ed Davis, though, Dave, just circling back to him, is not only is he a fantastic human being and a great leader.
You would think there was a crowd in here. The crowd noise, the ambient crowd noise, the way that they have worked on that technology to be able to give this the feel of a game that has fans in attendance, it's amazing. I mean, it's sad that this is the situation we're in, making the best of it. And Anthony Edwards.
Yes, sir.
Timberwolves down 8 midway through the second quarter. Rubio scoop is good. Was one of the 8 that didn't go to the bubble. You haven't played it competitively since March. What kind of obstacle is that? How do you handle that? And he said, you know what? It was one of the first things they brought up when they got together as a team.
Some of that gambling mentality, I think he had to give that up for just still being disruptive, but being more calculated. As Jarrett Culver, that's a great thing to see. Knocking him is a good coach to be able to implement that. It also reflects how Ryan wants to play. Ryan wants to play fast. And then you think about Minnesota being at 3rd in the NBA in 3-point attempts is Malik Beasley.
And you see the run there for the Wolves, 10-0. Bane looking to answer.
That's what he can do. I mean, he can fill it up, baby.
Think about him feeding Zach LaVine and Andrew Wiggins early in their career.
Man, how good has Ja Morant been in this game?
His minutes in the low 20s. He's already at 14. Morant from downtown, and man, as an NBA fan, you like watching this kid play. 35.5% for him in his rookie season outside.
He and Valanciunas make up one of the best pick and roll duos. I'd like to get a clarification on that one. I don't know how you.
I think the
I don't know how you don't leave your feet if you don't shoot a jump shot.
I think the clarification is blown call. Although Karl Anthony Towns not there for that, with the blessing of the team.
Yes.
As they knew Towns gets the bucket
there's
there.
no doubt. A lot of movement, and they have a gong that. The gong is hilarious.
Oh, John Morant. That was, I guess that was apropos considering the way he played the first half. Towns now 13. The only other Timberwolf in double figures is Russell, and Kyle Anderson, man, he's putting on a little bit of an offensive show.
Country Don Nelson Jr., who's with the Dallas Mavericks now, was a coach for that Lithuanian team. They wore the Grateful Dead shirts. I don't know if you remember that. Great cut by Jake Layman.
Now in his third year out of Duke.
Man, Jake Layman is really having a heck of a quarter here.
Beasley.
There you go,
and Malik from downtown.
Oh, yeah.
I still have that picture as my screensaver of all of us jumping in. It was just, there was just so much going on. Both were right. They just needed to be on the same page.
Yes.
Gorgie Chang with the dunk.
Another nice dime by Tyus Jones. Tillman, he's got two young kids, and you know his daughter is, she's 3 or 4 years old. But Tom Izzo said that daughter is the one that drove Tillman to be a good player.
Timberwolves trying to get it back down to single figures.
Man, is that good to see.
Noel.
I love seeing that.
It was so frustrating last year. Valanciunas. Ball finds its way to Brooks. Back to Valanciunas. Nice ball movement on that possession by the Grizzlies.
Shifting sides of the floor.
Edwards just 2 of 9 from the field. 1 of 5 from downtown in this game. And Brooks able to get one to rattle in.
I think that, you know, if you just watch her Instagram and her Twitter feed, she's angling for an HGTV show.
Put it together, paint it, here we are.
She didn't surprise no time.
Wow. An awkward-looking layup, three-point attempt that time. Care unless you see, but see this, now I care about Sean McDermott. I could care less about him before, but now I do. And you will too if you see the video. And by the way, he could shoot lights out.
Jalen Noel looking to shoot lights out. Got his second triple.
Culver's done some nice things in this game offensively. He just hasn't gotten much to show for it.
Just 3 points for Culver. Tell you what, Corey Brewer had a nice NBA career,
yes,
though.
He did.
Took some hardware in the process.
Yes, he did.
Tillman gets it right back. McDaniels may have altered that shot, but ultimately the Grizzlies get the rebound and the bucket. Ashton Higgins out of Kentucky. And how about another 3-ball by Jalen Noel? I asked him about that yesterday, and he had a great response, Jim.
There he is. This dude wrecked the rim at Iowa.
And he was glad he went to Iowa because then his parents were able to make the drive from Missouri to be able to come watch him play.
All right, Jalen.
Normal set of circumstances.
Yes.
With the shot clock winding down, that is a nice turnaround jumper by Xavier Tillman.
Yeah. 5 points.
Oh, anywhere behind the half-court line. Can you take it at any point in the game?
Sure.
Oh, speaking of taking
that was
shots.
the logo.
Wow.
It was just Jalen's night, man. I'm so happy for this kid.